Water hazards on the golf course can be very challenging obstacles. Probably the most famous example of a water hazard is at PTC Sawgrass on the 17th hole.
Wow! What an omen.
A lot of professional golfers have suffered miserable defeats there.
Get down.
Second ball in the water.
Justin Thomas just did it too.
Timing there.
And slow the arms down. Hit a field shot. Get down.
One bounce and in. He felt a little help.
And a few golfers experienced euphoric success.
You wouldn't feel it down here. Good looking shot here though.
Oh yeah.
In. Oh yeah! Oh, hole in one for Sergio!
There you go.
The 8th ace ever recorded.
Clubface aiming a little right. An interesting squirm at that one. There you go. There you go. There's a special place to do it.
Speaking of water, today's lesson is all about the power of water. Humans and animals have been harnessing the power of water for thousands of years. Water power, also known as hydropower, is very useful. One of the most recognizable forms of hydropower is a dam. Dams can be formed by animals like beavers. They can be formed by natural causes, like when a tree falls into a river, or they can be formed by humans. Dams serve many purposes, including storing water to be used later for drinking or irrigation, diverting water from one place to another, such as from a stream to a river. And they also help to convert water power into electricity. That's right, some dams use water to generate electricity. These particular types of dams are called hydropower dams. Hydro means water, so hydropower is water power. To use a hydro dam, you need two things. 1, an abundance of water, and 2, an elevation difference between the outlet and the inlet sides of the dam. This difference in elevation, that's called the head. The head water is located upstream of the dam, and the tail water is located downstream. The dam separates the headwater and the tailwater. So the headwater is going to consist of a large body of water, and that ensures that there's a constant supply of water that can be used for power generation. The headwater flows through a water conductor, also called a penstock, to get to the base of the dam where the powerhouse is located. The powerhouse contains all the special equipment needed to turn the potential energy of the water into electrical energy. Let's take a closer look. Okay, water enters the penstocks through one of the main inlets. The water then travels down through the penstocks until reaching the hydroelectric turbines located within the powerhouse. As the water passes over each turbine runner, the runners rotate and we obtain mechanical energy. The mechanical energy from the turbine runners is passed to an electrical generator, which is connected on a common shaft. We have now converted the water's potential energy into electrical energy and can distribute this through a transformer and a high-voltage national grid. The entire process is continuous, which leads to a constant and reliable form of power generation. Advantages and disadvantages. One of the advantages of hydroelectric dams is that they offer a constant and reliable form of power generation. Another advantage is that they represent a renewable or a green form of energy, and they produce no waste products. They're also very efficient compared to other power generation means, and they're cheap to operate. But the disadvantages of dams are that they can disrupt local habitats considerably due to the large changes needed to create the conditions required by the dam. These adverse effects are felt by both plants and animals alike. Even people are sometimes forced to move if a dam is built in their area. Although dams are cheap to operate, they're expensive to build. And there's a risk of failure. And if a dam fails, that could be catastrophic because it could destroy a whole city by unleashing a tidal wave. Okay, the last thing is you might be wondering, what happens to the fish in the water when a dam gets built right in the middle of their home? Well, some dams include fish ladders so that fish can migrate and still get to their destination by making their way over the dam. Cool. Now that we know a little bit more about dams, we're going to make our own for the activity. And you can either do this as an easy activity or a medium activity, depending on your preference. You don't need a whole lot for this, but you are going to need something where you can pour water into. It's like a cake pan or a sheet pan or something like this. Probably want to get your parents' permissions. And then you are going to want some water, of course. And then you're going to want something that you can actually make a dam somewhere across the pan with. So it's really up to you what those materials are. It's got to be something that the water cannot pass through. I'm going to try it out with Play-Doh, and then I might also try it out with aluminum foil. I might do two different ones. And I think both will work, but I'm not sure. You just kind of have to experiment and see. And I got this huge Play-Doh here. I'm just going to use some of it and smush it in there. Okay, that seems pretty good. What I did was I made sure that I smushed it down flat on the bottom and on the sides, right into the sides of the pan so that there's no air or anything flowing through, and hopefully that means no water will flow through. Let me try. There we go. Will it hold? It looks like it's holding. No water coming through over here. All right, it's working. Like I said, there are two levels of difficulty here. If you want to do the easy one, all you have to do is make a dam and pour some water in there and make sure that your dam holds the water from seeping through to the other side. If you want to do the medium level difficulty one, you're going to do everything I just said, but also you're going to make a controlled outlet in your dam so that you can control water coming out of it. So like you can let the water come out, then close it back up, then open it back up if you want to, so that the water can go out. You can see the water on the right side. I'm going to see if I can put in a controlled outlet now. I'm just going to make an easy one with my pencil and see if I can make a hole here for the water to come through. There it comes. Now can I stop it? No, I can't stop it. Okay, so pencil's not the best thing for that. Okay, so let's say you don't have any Play-Doh. I think aluminum foil might work. I'm gonna try this out too. Aluminum foil, usually pretty malleable. I'll try to put it in and then make like a wall out of it. Okay, I put this wall here of aluminum foil. The problem is it feels like there's still a lot of space underneath, so I'm going to put something heavy on it to maybe help hold it down. I put 2 coffee mugs on it just to add some weight so that there's no space between the bottom and the pan. I'm going to try it now. Pour my water in carefully. Seems to be working so far. No, it's seeping through to the other side. All right, as you can see, the tinfoil experiment was not successful. It happens. The Play-Doh was very successful. That held the water back. You know you're going to be successful if the water stays on one side of the dish and does not seep through to the other side. So do whatever you can to make that happen. I know you're very creative and you have a lot of different materials at home that you can use to make it work. So I would love to see how you solve this problem. Good luck.